Greetings. Today I'll talk about a famous native Brazil, Indiana, Jimmy Hoffa. Jimmy Hoffa lived from February the 14th, 1913, and he disappeared without a trace on July the 30th, 1975. The son of John and Viola Riddle Hoffa, James was native to Brazil, Indiana. His father, a coal miner, died of lung disease when Jimmy was 7 years old. His early education was sporadic due to the necessities he was having to work to help support his family. His mother went to work on the death of her husband, and eventually the family moved to Detroit, Michigan. Hoffa went to work for a major grocery chain on the loading docks. The workers were poorly paid and suffered bad working conditions. He used the arrival of a large shipment of strawberries that needed timely unloading to stage his first strike. The workers threatened not to unload the berries unless they received a favorable deal. He negotiated a favorable workers contract in 1932 when he was 19 years old. The International Brotherhood of Teamsters noted his success and admitted him as a member in 1933. His efforts in the union led to a rapid rise to business agent for Local 299 in Detroit and then to president of the local in 1937. He organized the Michigan Conference of Teamsters in 1959. During this time, he met Josephine Posiwak during a labor strike in 1936. The couple married the next year and would have two children. Teamster members elected him president of the national organization in 1957. He continued his tireless efforts to organize workers into unions and grew the membership to become the largest union in the United States. Hoffa gained several connections with organized crime, which led to scrutiny by the FBI. He first faced arrest in 1957 when he was charged with trying to bribe a member of the Senate's McClellan Committee, which was investigating improper activities by labor unions. He was eventually acquitted of this charge. However, the arrest led to more investigation and more charges, all of which led to nothing. The election of John F. Kennedy as President of the United States in 1960 led to the appointment of Kennedy's brother Robert as Attorney General. Robert had been on the McClellan Committee. Numerous attempts were made to charge and convict Hoffa, but none succeeded until he was arrested on jury tampering charges in Tennessee. He was convicted on this charge on March the 4th, 1964, and sentenced to 8 years in prison. Next, he was charged with improper use of Teamster funds and convicted on July the 26th, 1964. He was sentenced to an additional 5 years for this. President Nixon commuted Hoffa's sentence on December the 23rd, 1971, under the condition that Hoffa refrained from all union activities until 1980. In spite of this, he began efforts to regain control of the Teamsters. His efforts ran afoul of the mafia, which opposed his leadership plans. A planned reconciliation meeting was to take place on July the 30th, 1975, and led to his disappearance on that date. His car was found in the parking lot of the restaurant where the meeting was to take place. His wife reported him missing the next morning. Hoffa's body has never been found. He was declared dead on July the 30th, 1982. No charges in his death have ever been filed. This is an excerpt from my book, West Central Indiana Day Trips. You can find the book on my website, www.mossyfeetbooks.com. It's available in a number of formats, including ebook, softbound, and audiobook on Amazon, as well as many other online retailers. You may purchase the book direct from me, the author, on the website. By the way, the story about Jimmy Haas is on an historical marker in Brazil, Indiana. Anyway, I would encourage you to visit and subscribe to the Mossy Feet Books YouTube channel for more great content. If you like my videos, please hit the like button. The more likes I get, the more YouTube will go to show it to other people, allowing me to grow the channel. I also invite you to visit my website, www.mossyfeetbooks.com. There you will find sample chapters, podcasts, a slew of content, and links to where you can buy my books. While visiting the website, you subscribe to it and receive email notifications of when I publish a new book or other content like this video and podcast. If you like what I'm doing, please purchase a book as it helps fund my work. I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and thank you for listening.